Opener! So here's the opener. The opener is... This hair is getting ridiculous. Look, I think I can do a Little Richard impression now. And maybe Yanni and Kenny G. They all have this hair. They all do. Are they still alive? Are all three of them still alive? So the opener, just want to show you, is new glasses. And then we'll get into this. New glasses! New glasses, who dis? Do they even look different from the old ones? I have no idea. They look the same, so apparently Scarf has a look. And the thing you're going to be seeing for the rest of this is... These! The same glasses with new frame... Whoa! The screen is black. Wow. Like... Huh! Wow. More of the screen... Like, the old lenses had some of the screen missing. This one, all the screen's gone. Like, I have to really move around to be able to see the screen. Wow. Really blocking out the light. And this is a long opener, so let's get to it already. Welcome, friends. Last Guy and it's time for the vlog. And looking as disheveled as possible, aren't we? I feel like... I perfectly look like the guy for conspiracy theory videos, right? Like, I think I just look like it. I just need the cigarette, and we're good. I also not having Kirby right there, but yeah, I really look like I have a different look to what I make, and that has always been my life, I think. So the why is going to be Thanksgiving related. Before we do the why, though, first up is why haven't I done the vlogs in a little bit? It's because I got sick. Every year... you know when winters happen because I get sick. I have winter allergies. And the winter allergies are dryness. It gets drier and colder when winter comes around. And that change in season F's up my sinuses something fierce. And it F's me up for about a month. Like, we're at week 3 of it, and it's nearly all gone, but it's still there. I'm holding back a cough as best I can right now. Now, I've gotten pretty good at that because, you know, you can be in like a meeting or something and you don't want to be coughing. And so I've gotten better at holding it in. But I can't do voice LPs right now because obviously I have to do stuff in my throat and I can't do that. I learned how to suppress coughing partially because of the yearly allergies that I get, but also because of swimming. Because when you take in water, you automatically start coughing. The problem with that is you start coughing and then you just get really bad at swimming. Or you try to stand in the pool or whatever, but if you're deep enough, that ain't going to save you for anything. So I've gotten better about holding it back, getting to a safer position, and then coughing it out. So that I don't just, you know, F up in the ocean and drown. Because the thing, when you start taking the water, you start freaking out, then you're done. So I've learned to suppress so that doesn't happen. But you still got to get out, because then if you don't, because you'll have liquid in your lungs, and that's not good. So yeah, my allergies are... it's dryness. I could get completely dried out, and then it becomes like a throat tickle, and then a nose starts getting runny, and gets more runny and runny over the days. It starts sneezing and coughing over and over and over again. Gets really, really bad. People are like, sounds like a cold. That's what allergies are! Allergies are your body mimicking dealing with an infection. So... it sounds like one, it looks like one, but it isn't one. Like, I literally cannot infect people because I don't have anything. It's to my body thinking it does. It's a high security system going off when there's nothing to be high security about. That's what's happening. So it progresses to really runny, a lot of sneezing and everything, and then eventually it progresses, because it's called a postnasal drip, it progresses to a cough, a really bad cough. And I was coughing my lungs out for a while. And this also leads to inflamed sinuses, which gives you a lot of headaches and everything. It's a pain in the ass. And so I use a humidifier every night to keep the air from being too dry so I'm okay. The thing that I keep forgetting is I need to preemptively start humidifying my room so that I don't get allergies, if possible. The hard thing, though, is you have to do that for, like, the whole season. And that was the problem, is I did not do that. At this point... as long as nothing gets too dry, I should not go back to where I was at the start of the winter. But we'll see. It's gonna be a long 4 months for that. The next thing, let's talk about these glasses. So they're Oakleys. These are Oakleys. the optometrist was really hype about the fact I got Oakley's. Like, it wasn't the one who sold me these. It was when I got him with this other guy. He's like, "Oh, dang, Oakley's!" And he was really hype about Oakley's. He was wearing Oakley's too, of course. Did not. You got to be enthusiastic about your field, I guess. And he was really enthusiastic about Oakley. He gave me a bag and everything. He was like, "Hey, I got this bag. I'm gonna give you this bag since you got Oakley's." And it's like, "All right, thanks." He just gave me a bunch of nice stuff. So these glasses. So these are the same frames, new lenses, new frame, new lenses. As you can see, they thick, baby thick, and that's because my eyes are crap. So these glasses and lenses all combined, $1,000 without insurance. With insurance, $500. So there goes all my overtime money. So, what was I saying? Why do they cost so much? Because they're thick, they're high index. They also have a bunch of coatings. So they have blue light filter and some other filters on here, and also anti-scratch resistance and a bunch of other things. Like, they have a bunch of coatings on them. Now, I know the markup, though, is like 300%. So they make a lot of money off people who need glasses. Why didn't I go contacts? So I tried contacts. I tried them on. By the way, it's expensive to try contacts just to try them on, which is BS. But it was expensive. And I spent a lot of money to learn I don't like contacts. As I've said before, I don't like having dents in my head. But I guess I have to because, well, contacts are not something I want to do. I just don't like them. I don't like them in my eyes, and they only last about 8 hours. My eyes are open a lot longer than 8 hours a day. Also, you don't want to fall asleep with them on, and I pass out at times, so, for safety reasons as well. I don't know. Also, I like my look with glasses on better than my look without glasses. I like my look with glasses, and I'm liking the longer hair look, as bad as it's looking. But, job interviews are coming up for supervisor position. This is going to get cut. This is going to get trimmed to a better look. Right now, I'm just letting it be wild and silly because budget. But, like, all my dating profile pictures are nice looking, by the way. Or nicer looking. And then after I get a haircut, I better take new dating profile pictures. But in my pictures, I have short hair me pictures and I have long hair me pictures. And just seeing how I was short hair with long hair, I like my longer hair look more now. I haven't had long hair since I was a child. And I like it. I'm liking it. Like, there was that halfway point where it looked terrible. Now it's looking better to me. Although it does look, of course, messy. It does look better to me. I like the look. Problem is, people just like short hair. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll find out how things will go. Oh, right. Yeah, I wanted to make a new glasses who dis joke. I forgot. Alright, so Thanksgiving has just happened. So today's why is why am I thankful? Which also leads into why am I so accepting of others? So what am I thankful for? What I'm thinking about it reflectively, what I'm thankful for is I am thankful to be born when and where I have been born and what I am and all these things. So, why am I thankful for all that? I'm thankful for that because it has made me the person I am, and despite the negatives of my life, the positives outweigh them, and I am thankful for who I am. Because I think about it, there's like 8 billion of us on this planet. And there are people who just have these really screwed up thoughts and ideas and things, and I'm glad I'm not them. Of course, they think I'm the screwed up one, but that's the 8 billion people thing. But I'm glad I'm not them. I'm glad I'm the person I am. There's plenty of people who hate themselves, and I am beyond that point, thankfully, in many ways. Not completely, of course. I would like to have a better physicality, lose some more weight and things like that, but that's something manageable. Personality is something that's a lot harder to change, I assume. I like who I am. I like what I like, and I think it's pretty good. I think it's good in how even-handed I am and how fair I try to be. There are negatives to that as well. Like, Jinx is right, because I'll try to be even-handed about politics, and yeah, one party is fighting Big Bird right now. This is not the same. That's a good point. Also, one is fighting scientists. This is not the same. Like, I try to be even-handed in politics, where I'm like, the left has some bullshit people, the right has some bullshit people, but the bullshit they're on about is very different. And it's really, really comically silly. Like, for the most part, the bad parts of the right feel like they should be on the onion, or they just feel outright heinous. And then the bad parts of the left are just, they just feel so absurdist. It's weird. But, no, there's a lot of crappy people on a lot of crappy sides. But at the end of the day, I think the left is way less stupid than the right is. Also because the left is more pro-science, which is a good thing, for God's sakes. Real quick, we're going on this rant. We're going on this rant because I'm here. The new boss thinks that people think of science as a religion, which is the stupidest thing you could think. Religion requires faith. Science does not require faith. Like, you're not allowed to doubt in your religion. The entire point of science is to doubt. It is to find the truth, but have the humility that maybe we got something wrong in here and we'll update it later. Science has patch notes, religion does not. These are not the same thing. One of the frustrating things of, having a job is you have to be around people who think things that you just, what the fuck is that? What is that thought? Okay, what the fuck? So I'm thankful I'm not some of these different mindsets. Here's who I am. I live in California. It's a big old melting pot up in here. The other one, of course, is New York. All the races are here. All the cultures are here. I can have access to every food, every type of culture. I can meet any kind of person here. All different parts of Africa are here. Different parts of Asia are here. Different parts of Europe are here. If I want a pierogi, I can get it. If I want a samosa, I can get it. If I want a sambusa, I can get it. I want street tacos, I can get it. I can get whatever I want here. Food is the touchstone of cultures. And then, of course, you meet the people who made that food, and then you can experience more of their cultures. I live in a place full of culture, multicultural. I am born of two different people who were really screwed over by the Spanish. I'm half Mexican and half Filipino. Spain went to both of these places and screwed up both those places. So there, of course, is, and that's European blood. So what runs through my veins is European blood made from whatever from that point, mixed in with the natives of South America and Mexico and all that area. And then you've got, of course, the Philippines, which is a mix of you got Chinese and other parts of that group. Because I have Chinese relatives, I have Hawaiian relatives, I have Samoan relatives, I have Spanish relatives, then I have Mexican relatives, and then other parts of South America relatives. The only blood that I don't know if I have is African blood, as far as I know. Because I've got everything else, to the best of my knowledge, from the lineage I've learned from my families. There's a lot of white in here, a lot of brown in here, and there's a lot of different colors in here. Maybe not that one, as far as I know. I'm a mix of many things, which allows me to appreciate many things. Growing up with Mexican culture, growing up with Filipino culture, growing up with American culture, and then having friends from all over the place, even as a kid. So being introduced to all these other cultures. And by the way, this is pre-internet era. I was born before the internet. Being born before the internet, being born before computers and smartphones and all that is very interesting, because I got to see what the world was when it was disconnected. And now I get to experience it connected. Being born before the technological revolution that we're in was very interesting. So it allows me to appreciate what we had before this point. So I'm really happy with that. Also born before gay marriage legalization in America. I was in maybe my first or second year of college. I was a member of the LGBT community as an ally. And I always admit the selfish reason was because they had a fridge and it was the only place with a fridge and I wanted to use their fridge. So I just joined them for that fridge. And then I just got to know people. And I was there when gay marriage was legalized in California. A lot of celebration. I was there when gay marriage got struck right back down in California. That was a very sad occasion. And I was there when it got legalized again. Quite the roller coaster for the gay community with that. Real quick, people don't understand. California is huge. It has a crap ton of liberal people, because people think it's a liberal capital, but it has a crap ton of conservatives too. Liberals got what they wanted, then the conservatives turned around and slapped it right back down, and then liberals got it back again. The thing that people forget is, yeah, sure, there's like 3 million more votes on the liberal side of things in California, but there are just millions of people here. So it's still big numbers. There's a lot of conservatives here. So I grew up before a lot of nice things about the present. So I got to appreciate that. I got to appreciate is probably not the right word, but I got to see how badly treated it is to be gay compared to how more accepted it is now. It's still not perfect, of course. There's still plenty of people who are crappy to gay people, but it's so much better now than it was before. I got to see that. And hopefully we will see that, of course, with, like the trans community, like the more acceptance there, because that is still a situation that's not going well. And something that put in perspective for me was when someone, this gay dude told me, I'm a criminal in like 68 countries. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, because he's gay. I'm like, Jesus, yeah, that's a good point. Didn't think about that. That's messed up. I'm thankful I was born here, where people are allowed to be gay. Not some other country somewhere else in the world where people go to jail for being gay. Of course, the US isn't perfect. We had laws against being gay and stuff like that back in the day. We have a lot of really shitty old laws that still exist here. They just get ignored. Middle America has some really bad laws about that. So I'm thankful I was born in California, not in like the Midwest. I'm thankful I was not born, I'm not saying Midwest is bad, but I've met some Midwestern people who aren't so great. And it's very much a monoculture there, where they just know one thing, and anything alien to it is just really just sin or whatever to them. I'm thankful I'm where I'm from with the great mix of things that I am, so that I can appreciate and I can accept a lot of things. I have so many gay friends, lesbian friends, trans, non-binary, everything just goes out under that umbrella. I have plenty of straight friends, of course. I have friends from all over the place. I have a bunch of online friends, I have a bunch of just people that I've known throughout my life from all over. I'm friends with old-ass people in their 80s. I'm friends with like this 14-year-old kid. I'm double their age now. I have been friends with everything across the spectrum from so many things. And it's because I was born when I was, born where I was, born what I am. Like, I was at a coworker's funeral thing, and it was just a sea of white. I was the only minority there, which was so weird, and it's only because of work. And that, in a way, just weirds me out, and that just a monoculture, just nothing but white people, alright. So weird to me. It's normal to me to just see a mix of everything. I might explain my favorite food. My favorite food is lasagna, which is ordered chaos. It's a mix of a bunch of different things in a cube. I like mixing things up. My favorite sauce in a burger is ketchup, mustard, and mayo, just all mixed together into one thing. I don't do just a ketchup sandwich or just a mustard sandwich or just mayo. No, I like a bunch of different sauces. I like to mix things up. It's why the channel is what it is. I like doing a bajillion things. I am a variety man because I am born of variety. I was born in variety, and I am thankful for that. I am not a boring person in any way. I am thankful for that. I do a bunch of things. I experience a bunch of stuff. I'm thankful I'm born in this era, where I got to see, well, also besides all the technology, just gaming go to where it is. Also just seeing science with DNA and all these other things going to where they are. We're in very interesting times. Of course, there's turmoil to that too, politically, Jesus. May you live in interesting times is a curse on people, but it is very interesting as well. It is very exciting as well. So I am thankful for my creation, for my birth, for when it was, how it was, all that stuff. It's been a bumpy road with highs and lows, of course. By the end of the day, I am thankful for the life I have, and I will hopefully make it better and enrich it with time. Getting up in years, but still. Hopefully I will just keep making it better. Because I'm not going to go with the fan. I'm not just a Kirby guy. Kirby's not the only thing I got here. Of course, Nintendo. I'm not just a Nintendo guy. I have a bunch of other gaming I like as well. I like anime. I like manga. I'm all over the dang place. I like a lot of things. To an extent, that's probably also what hurts me, is that I'm not just a thing. I am everywhere. I am all over the place. And since I don't have a focus, I'm not strongly in anything. But I still enjoy what I am and who I am. And I'm thankful I'm a person who accepts others. I am thankful for that. I am not someone who would be like, oh, you're not my religion, I don't want to do anything with you. Oh, you're not my race, I don't want to do anything with you. Oh, you don't have the same sexuality as me, I don't want to do anything with you. I'm not those things, and I'm thankful I am not those things. I am not tolerant, I am accepting. That is who I am. Tolerating is, you don't agree with it, but you're not going to get in its way. That is a way I see tolerance. In the negative version of tolerance is that. It is like the religious thing is like, I think it's a sin, I think they're going to go to hell, but I'm going to let them be. That's the religious way I've seen tolerance be used. Now that I think about it. And that's why I hate the word tolerance. All right, religiously, what am I? Religiously Catholic. But I was introduced to a lot of different versions of Christianity growing up, and Judaism. I did not get introduced to Islam until college. Also introduced to, of course, Buddhism, a bunch of other religions. And I am thankful that I am not this person who thinks you're going to burn in hell because you're not my version of religion. I'm thankful I'm not that person. And to an extent, where it's good and bad with Catholicism, Catholicism does try to adapt at times. It does try to patch notes a little bit. Catholicism accepts evolution, by the way. If you did not know that and you're a Catholic, talk to your Pope, because he accepts evolution now. I don't even think he was the first one. I might have been John Paul II. I can't remember. Or I'm wrong, and it is this Pope that made it that thing. Catholicism has come a long way compared to some of the others, in my opinion. It still also had a lot of bad shadows, though, obviously, when you think about the scandals with the pedophilia. That's another thing I'm thankful for, is when I was born, when it comes to gay stuff, I'm going to word it gay stuff, LGBT stuff, is there are people, the older generation, who are programmed to believe a gay man is also a pedophile. Those are not the same thing! This is just a bunch of ranting. Like, they think that. They think, and you still see it with Fox News and some other conservative stuff. You see it sometimes where, like, they don't want two guys to raise a kid because you don't know what they're going to do to the kid. I love women. Absolutely love women. Women are awesome. Very attracted to women. I'm not attracted to girls. I'm not attracted to children. I don't know how they don't see that, how they don't understand that. The idea of thinking that a man who's attracted to other men, why do you think they're also attracted to boys? Is that projecting then? Is it that they do think, oh god, that's a thread going too far. But being attracted to a sex doesn't mean you're attracted to all the ages of the same sex. So why the hell do you think being attracted to a man means being attracted to boys as well? It is a stupid thing that I want to say is of the past, but there's still stupid people thinking that stuff now. Now, those of you who follow me, who watch these, you don't necessarily may agree with the things I'm saying, and that's fine. As I say, I accept people. And I accept, to an extent, not going to tolerate or whatever, because I accept that there are racist people in this world because of their upbringing, because of the world they're in, and all that stuff. And I accept those people for who they are. Does not mean I want to hang out with them. Doesn't mean I want to do anything with them. But I accept that that's who they are. I'm not going to change that shit. And then I'm just going to move on and go somewhere else. But I do tolerate, don't I? I do. And so I'm hypocritical there. But it's also because, well, you can't just be around the people you agree with, because then you echo chamber. You gotta be around people you don't always agree with, because sometimes they might have a point. Doesn't mean their point turns you into a Nazi, though. It just means, oh, like, all right, you got a good point there about whatever thing. Because a broken clock can be right twice a day, unless it's even a digital clock, because it'll be just 12, and that's twice a day too. I could be wrong about everything else. I don't want to fully close my heart to everything that I hate. I want to recognize that there is some light in things. There is some light in others, even as dark as they can be. You can make the example of Hitler. He was a vegetarian. Let me end it out with this. Let me end it out with this. The yin and yang symbol. Do you know what the symbol is? The symbol is a half blackish thing and a half whitish thing. And that is, they're swirling around. Now, I've talked about this before in a vlog maybe years ago. They're going in a circle, because that's supposed to be the good and the bad within you. Not just the good and the bad, but negatives and positives and just different attributes about you. They're swirling around inside you. The idea is it's two fish, a dark one and a light one, swirling around in the water. And if the symbol does not have a certain thing, then it's a waste of time. And that is the two dots in the masses. That is, in the darkness there is a white dot, and in the light there is a black dot. And the idea is no matter how pure, and no matter how pure dark or how pure light, there's always some darkness in there and there's always some light in there. So no matter how good someone is, no matter how bad someone is, there's always going to be some flaw. Or something that, okay, they're right about that kind of thing. There's always going to be that. So there's always, this person can be just downright deplorable in so many ways. But they might be right about a thing or two. But just because you're like, yeah, okay, they're right about these things or two, doesn't mean you think they're right about everything. And that's probably a problem we have, is we're like an all or nothing kind of thing, is you must hate this person for everything. And then they say something you agree with. You're like, nope, still hate that person. Or somebody's like, why do I have to agree with them on that? And it's like, well, that's because people are many things. We are thousands, millions of thoughts and ideas in a person. Everyone is that. And so I believe in acceptance and all these really good things. I think I'm a good person, but there's probably some views I have that other people are like, what the hell? Or that are, there's the cop, that are just not great. I don't know, who knows? I think it helps to have doubt, where like, you think you're completely right, and then you're like, but with this concept you have some doors like, maybe I could be wrong. Which can be humility, or can be doubt, and one can help you and one can hurt you. But I'm thankful I have that. I'm thankful I try to be level-minded in that. It has its faults, like I said before, what talking about with Jinx, we're trying to make equivalents with left and right. It has faults like that. But also, it helps me not go, I'm 100% this, and I be just hubristic about it and things like that. I think I'm forming these thoughts correctly. I'm all over the place a little bit at the end here, aren't I? What I'm saying is, TLDR of this whole thing is, I am thankful. I've said this 3 or 4 times already. I'm thankful I was born. In the way I was born, where I was born, when I was born, all that stuff. What I am and all that. I'm thankful for that. Because I'm not bigot. I am not a racist. I am not a person fueled by hate. I accept people for who they are. I try to see the good in people. And when all I see is the bad, I try to course correct on that. And I try to just like, wait. Maybe there's something good. Also, I'm not an incel, which I'm happy about as well. Like, I've been isolated from women at times, and then I'll think some dumb thing about women, like, no, wait, that's a dumb thought. That's sounding pretty incel. We should probably course correct and figure out why we're thinking that and get better about that. And then I've just thought some dumb things. I'm like, yeah, course correct, hold on, that's a dumb thought. Let's fix that. You can change who you are. You can recognize your faults and grow into a better person. It takes time, but it's a thing you can do. And I'm glad I have the ability to do that. I'm glad I'm not someone who goes, if I change my opinion on something, then I'm weak of character, which is the dumbest idea. If I don't grow as a person, then I'm a weak person. That's what you just said. That's what you just said right there. And that's enough ranting already. Okay, so that is the vlog. And I had fun talking. And I hope you had fun watching and listening. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.